I think we've checked facts and it is accurate. You will double check here, but we're going to get started in our first Championship Sunday winner bracket matchup. Evil Geniuses Machines taking on Fanatics TTOne.
And
they're ready to go.
Let's do this one player at a time. If you would like EGMachine to clutch this victory, give a cheer for EGMachine, the man who has managed to break the curse. And of course, the dark horse in the tournament, TTOne. Give a cheer for TTOne from Fnatic MSI. If you would like him to continue to just roll top Zerg after top Zerg. Now note that TTOne has knocked 3 phenomenal Zergs into the losers. Vibe, the little one, Sen, and here he is on a great map for Protoss, spawning in the north position as the red Protoss, and on the right, he is against EGMachine in the blue Zerg.
Now, we haven't seen on the stream this weekend a lot of TTOne competitions. He, of course, is in the 12 o'clock position as the red Protoss, but we talk about Kiwi Kaki's extreme aggression. We talk about the way that Tyler plays it and his meticulous method of playing the game. What can we expect from TTOne's Protoss?
Again, we have almost no idea. At MLG Raleigh, one of the first ones, we did get the chance to see him play against Slush, where he did a very semi-risky all-in on Desert Oasis and did manage to take out Slush with it. But we don't have Desert Oasis in the map pool anymore. There's no reason to go all-in and do something cheesy and risky on this map. It's a solid map for Protoss, and I'm really curious to see if he's going to be going Gateway first, or if he'll be throwing down that Nexus at 15 food.
One nice thing that we just saw here is the first Overlord for Machine went south instead of northwest to the easy cross. And I saw TTOne send his probe out there and check the corner. However, it's the second Overlord for Machine that is going to go over there and scout. So a nice little trick there and throw off your opponent's ability to see that Overlord and get the scout. Gateway is down for TTOne. And waiting to see, Pool is down. It went down on 14. A few more drones coming out. We'll see where Machine goes with this.
Very, very clever move by Machine. Again, notice that this right position is extremely close to the south position by ground, so he wants to be sure that he's not getting Zealot Rush. That's why he sends that Overlord to the seemingly far away place first, because it's the close ground spots he's really fearing. And there goes the Overlord. Looks like TTOne now knows that there is going to be an expansion trying to go down, and he blocks it with the pylon. Hatches are so big, they're very easy to block with a pylon, almost no matter where you throw it down.
Yeah, really like this. Makes it kind of just a bane for the Zerg to have to get rid of this. Over in TT1's base, we do have a drone getting good view of everything that's going on. Also, the Overlord out there as well. Moving on over. A couple Zerglings going to be coming out, 2 pairs to take that out, and we will have it canceled. I believe it was canceled, and then, of course, the hatchery put down.
And it looks like that Cybernetics core is going down for TTOne, creating a nice tight wall off at his ramp, and he has one little slot here where he can shuffle a Zealot in. Early second gateway, oftentimes you see players get that second gas, but it looks like TTOne wants to put a little bit of pressure on it. TTOne being quite bold with that probe, often players will retreat immediately, but TTOne really wanting to poke his head back in and see if those gas geysers have been thrown down yet.
And he is going to, no, he won't be able to get in there and peek and see that one has been put down. We've also got Overlord going to put itself over here on the cliff. And inside the base, we have got Warp Gate now being researched. That probe is going to be chased away by those lings, and Machine doing a good job spreading out his lings, not only to get a little bit of vision, but also take care of this harassing probes. He will meet with a Zealot and a Stalker, and quickly dispatch that one ling, and he will retreat what he has remaining back.
What an insane series of results right now to see TTOne and Machine in the winner's bracket when everyone was saying Idra and Ret again and again and again. But really, these two players have just been playing phenomenal, and it looks like this push from TTOne could be quite threatening. It's the Huck-style push. The one Zealot, one Stalker, and Machine, oh no, is very low on units.
Yeah, we're going to have Zerglings coming out here, and he always going to try to block with the pylons, but he takes out the probe. Only one pylon goes down. It must be canceled. And nice job by Machine as he's going to try to hold this off. He did have the Spinecrawler up in his main. He's brought it down, is just about ready to finish burrowing, trying to micro those Zerglings and did maximum damage off. That Zealot will get taken out, and look at how low that Stalker is, only 3 hit points. The Queen almost also dying at 17 hit points as well, and had he lost that Queen, that could have been very nasty. We don't have another one in production, no second Queen, so Lair is going down, and a nice hold off. Second Spinecrawler too here for Machine.
And a little bit of a blunder here by TTOne, queuing up 4 probes at one point in time, but we've seen Kiwikaki and other players be very aggressive with these early Stalkers, and it seems to be the norm now. That is the way to put pressure on your Zerg buddy, and there's the expansion going down for TTOne. And interestingly enough, Machine is on the back foot.
Yeah, he also was supply blocked there with that Overlord getting taken out. He'll drop a couple of drones, and he is supply blocked right now. 36, a lot of larva out. He is getting speed and a Roach Warren as well. The second Spinecrawler is done, and that will help there at the front of his base. Another Overlord going down and making it 41-36. How annoying is a Zerg player?
I know, TT1 is just the Overlord hunter, has found so many little locations where there just seems to be another little floating guy there, taking him down. Creep spread happening right now for Machine, being very smart, linking up his main and his natural with creep, but also gearing both creep tumors up so that they point to the center of the map so we can continue spreading there. No extra gas geysers going down at the expo. We do see the Roach Warren is done. The speed upgrade is down as well, and TT1 appears to be gearing up for a big gateway push.
It looks exactly like what is going to happen today, as we're going to have a couple of probes transferring over right now. We've got the Forge about to complete. Also, Roach speed and 5 Roaches coming up, +1 ground weapons from the Forge right here at the front. And, well, this is going to be pretty interesting to see what happens here.
Looks like Machine is knocking down these destructible rocks. You even heard me give a wow because of this Forge right here. The instant that it finished, +1 attack, chrono boost immediately, playing very, very on the ball at this point in time, and that 5 gateway push is going to be a little bit scary. TT1 is actually going to stop unit production to get all those 5 gateways started, and then he's going to begin slamming out a big force for a big push.
And we have seen Machine cut a few drones here to get out maximum Roaches. None in production right now, with 3 more Roaches on the way. He's waiting for that Roach speed to finish, and that will be critical if he decides to move forward and attack. Another Roach on the way, and currently nothing in production now for Machine. Might be an indicator that he is going to go in here, getting some Overlords out so he can continue to reinforce his army. And here we go.
Uh-oh, looks like there's a lot of sentries there. He could easily slice that in half, but he's not doing it yet. There, he finally throws it down, and it looks like those Roaches are fairly trapped in there, but there are a lot of sentries and stalkers left. Roach reinforcement trying to come in, closing off all those holes. This attack went horribly for Machine, and it looks like even though he didn't do any damage, he is getting this gold up.
Yeah, and +1 weapons hadn't even completed in the midst of that battle, but is just now about ready to finish. A few more Roaches will be popping out, and a gaggle of Zerglings as well to help with any sort of surround. He did some really solid damage, despite the fact that the force field, although splitting their army with the range, it didn't seem to throw off the Roaches too much. Maybe not so much in terms of being able to focus fire, but you know, EGMachine just lost a lot of units there.
Doing a good job, though, of continuing to spread the creep with both Overlords and creep tumors. In the main, we see that this Queen from Machine is getting a little bit high on energy, as the Queen in the main is as well. But wow, look at TT1. Keeping that energy on the Nexus very, very low. Constant chrono boosting, warping in more units. His Robo's almost done, and he is just massing up a very large ground army in the center.
Yeah, with a lot of sentries, which is really interesting. He's got 7 sentries in that mix, obviously for huge force field pushes. It looks like he wants to push forward to this Zelnaga tower. You can see Machine going back and forth. He's got a little bit of vision with that creep, but as he sees that the army is right there, he will sort of make that Spinecrawler kind of smacked that other spine crawler. He will make the decision to move back. I don't know what happened there. It's like, bad spine crawler. What are you doing? It didn't like your position. Spire's almost done, and this is where I think Machine's game is going to become really interesting. He's got a lot more roaches than he had before. Was really pushing those out. Again, his drone production has ceased a little bit here, but he also has the gold.
And now it looks like that one pylon from TTOne will be able to get taken out, and this is the unit that TTOne was waiting for. An Immortal. He knows that Machine is quite roach heavy. Mutalisk in production right now, and this is the key time for TTOne. He's moving out. There's the Guardian Shield. There's the roaches, and uh-oh, getting split in half. Zealot's caught at the backside, though. Wants those in the front. The Spine Crawler does fall, and this Immortal at the left flank is doing a lot of damage, and the Overlord's in vulnerable positions, going to be losing those. Do not want to get supply blocks in the battle, but that is what is going to happen. The one poor Immortal is stuck in the back, and Machine actually looking surprisingly alive despite this force. But after those force fields and the Mutalisk coming out late, it is going to be so hard to defend.
Yeah, it is. Some great splits there in the middle of that battle now as roaches continue to fall. A ton of stalkers out here, and although his Mutalisk numbers are looking pretty good, there is no supporting army, and those stalkers could completely rip through those mutas. Here they come. He's going to have to go for it anyway. Guardian Shield comes up as well, making those mutas even less effective, and right now just a few lings to hold off. A queen will go down as well, and I expect GG any moment.
And the Mutals are trying to come in to do as much damage as possible, but look at how quickly all of those Mutals fall, and there's the good game. TTOne with the phenomenal timing push. Moved out aggressively with 2 gateways and stalkers doing lots of damage, immediately following it up with the very fast swell of a +1 army, and then concluding everything with the Immortal push. Constant pressure by TTOne, but I do think that if Machine didn't do that early attack with the roaches, he may have been in a much better situation.
Yeah, I did lose quite a few units in there. TTOne just played very solidly. As you were mentioning, a lot of the timings of TTOne seemed to be very impressive, keeping a close eye on exactly what he wanted to do. Obviously had a plan, kept with it, and we're going to go Metalopolis for Machine's choice of map.
And we just saw the little one defeat Huck on that map. Huck also having a very nice timing push, but you have so much more space that you do get the chance to extend the game out a little bit. And even though a little one looked a little shaky in that game, he was able to pull back, and that's exactly what Machine is going to want to be going for in this situation. But TTOne has been looking so strong. I mean, after that game, it's clear why he was able to 2-0 the little one and Sen and knock Vive into the loser's bracket first round.
It's a good point, and he's already had an impressive resume of matches played and opponents knocked down to the losers bracket. Both these players still alive in the winners, and it makes these games even that much crucial. Even though you do have the get out of jail free card, if you're dropped down to loser, one more chance to fight your way back before elimination. Of course, sitting in that winner bracket final is an even greater feeling, and automatically, as you mentioned, guarantees you